Alright, I have heard your complaints. I got you guys. You guys were requesting some more deck lists from the ARG. A few people were curious where to find them. There's a Facebook group called ARG Circuit Series, if you're not familiar with it. If you join it, Jim, the owner of ARG, tends to post a lot of information about it in there. And then there's the ARG Circuit Series website. If you Google literally ARG Circuit Series, you'll be able to find the website. The profiles tend to go up a little bit slower on the main website, but if you join the Facebook group, you will get... It's dependent. Every once in a while, important stuff comes by in there, such as the deck list. So this is important for you guys to know if you're genuinely curious for more information. So come on, guys, we're on Blue Shirt Robbie. Haha, the best one. The OG of the OG. No cowboy hat today. Ranger Robbie had to go far away to go defeat the evil spiral monsters and save the world from devastation. And this movie really makes you sad. So good, by the way. I recommend this a lot. So, that's besides the point. So anyway, what was going on at the ARG? Well, as we said, the last 2 days, Trickstars ended up winning the event, and Burning Abyss went 7-0 in Swiss. There were roughly 80 people. Now, I read a comment yesterday, before I get into the deck profiles here. What do you mean these decks are defining the metagame, Robbie? It was only 80 people. Nah! You're a fucking idiot. Nah! Alright, so what I love reading in my comment section. So when I say that these decks are going to define the meta, they are basic profiles for you to navigate. Imagine, okay, so you're starting on your trip, but you really got to take a piss at a rest stop. And you're like, do I wait till the end to take a piss, or do I go take one now? And this is what you're starting with now. This isn't going to be what you're going to have in 2 weeks. I almost guarantee it. You're going to change things. But for those that were curious what was going on in the Spiral format with 80 people, this is your basic pit stop. Alright? I think people need to understand that, you know, you can hold it and be frustrated, or you can take a look. It doesn't have to all come out now. I mean, you don't have to let it all out now. For some reason, you can hold it, but we were never doing that. I don't know why you'd want to do that. But basic maps, basic landmarks, things like that. These are just little pit stops along the way, and just giving people the chance to see what's going on and what's already in people's minds. Because I'll be honest with you, next week when we get regional list, if I was going into an event next week and I had no fucking idea what the hell I was doing, especially with spirals not being dead, you know, having some kind of roadmap here would definitely help me out. So I'm going to be profiling 2 more of the top 16 list. You have the other Burning Abyss list, the Phantom Knights one. I'm sure the guy that was asking for this about yesterday has probably already found it, but we're going to be profiling it again today. That way he can take a look at it. It's not Noah's Green's list. Noah's list was back on Sunday, for those of you who were requesting it. But anyway, this is the 60-card BA list, and then we'll go into the PK list. So, what's going on over here? What's going on with 60-card Noids? Somehow this guy got by with 2 Ash Blossom, but it's 60 cards, so I mean, it's kind of okay. So 2 Ash Blossom, 1 Gofu, 1 Doggeron, triple Draw Knockbird, triple Fairy Tail Snow, 2 Gamma Seal, 2 Watandal, triple Decatron, 2 Deviati, 2 Harmadic, 2 Anaku, 2 Patrulli, 2 Seismitis, and 1 Sajeti, along with 1 Kumamungus, 1 Maxi, 2 Raiden, and triple Wolf. Spells: triple Charge, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Slumber, 1 Left Arm Offering, 1 1-for-1, triple Desires, 1 Raigeki, triple Soul Charge, 1 That Grass Looks Greener, 2 Void Imagination, triple Void Banishment, and triple Void Feast. What's going on down here? Okay, so triple Nistus, 1 Tiara, 1 Omega, 1 Minerva, 1 Baguska, 1 Akashic Magician, 1 Decode, 1 Firewall, 1 Gaia Saber, 1 Ib, 2 Link Spider, and 1 Proxy Dragon. Side deck, 2 Ogres, triple Ghost Reaper, 1 Dragon Buster, 1 Dante, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, triple Twin Twister, and triple D-Bear. First thing I want to point out to you, if you are actually not experienced with Infernoids when you actually make this guy, his dump effect, you actually dump Nistus, and then when Nistus is dumped, he'll be able to pop a card on the field. This should be a pretty familiar combo to a lot of you, being able to turn actual shots from things in your extra deck into things. It's always been one of the cool combos that this deck kind of gets to use. It's actually like the only one that can do it, besides like a Mega Zoborg sending stuff and then, you know, doing extra stuff from the extra deck. But what is this deck attempting to do? I don't know why. I feel like this player only had 2 Ash Blossom, or he just didn't think that it was an appropriate call. I mean, Draw and Lockbird, in some scenarios, get you a little bit more mileage. And, of course, we already know that, like, if your opponent doesn't have the Ash for this. Also, opening up 3 of these, somehow in the 60-card brick that you're playing, is very important. So, let's randomize this bad boy and see what's kind of going on here. Gofu Snow is pretty fucking good, I heard. Anytime I see that. I mean, you're going to Desires into literally normal summon Decatron and Raigeki. That's pretty good. I don't know, just like the maximum value you get from this deck. Like, Void Imagination, like, I understand why you're playing 2 Deviati, 2 Anaku, but I've heard complaints from, like, my friend playtesting this at locals over and over and over again. Like, sometimes you want 3 of each, because there'd just be some weird scenarios where you just mill them all and then you'll be sitting on the Void Imagination and you really can't do anything. I'm assuming that scenario doesn't, like, that's not real life. I mean, this isn't a terrible hand. It's like, this is the best to go second hand this deck could have. Maxi, Draw, and Lockbird. Left Arm Offering. Actually, Desire's Left Arm Offering is pretty good. It's not bad at all, but hey, you know, Imagination Station's one hell of a drug. So, this is the Burning Abyss list. Alright. So, we had Noah Green's list on Go 7-0. I believe people, from what I was reading in the comments section, people were like, oh no, the only reason why BA did so good was because people were dead drawing hand traps against him. That's called being smart. That's called piloting a deck correctly, or an accurate meta call based on the metagame. And, I mean, it really rewarded him. Absolutely. If your opponent is main decking extraneous hand traps and you're just taking advantage of the situation, seems like a good meta call to me. So, there's that. Alright, so the other Burning Abyss Phantom Knight deck, I'm pretty sure that you could X2 at a Regional X3 with this, if you were playing this. 1 Alich, triple Ash Blossom, 1 Barbar, 2 Black Luster Soldier, 1 Cowcab, 1 Seer, 2 Draw and Lockbird, 1 Fairy Tail Snow, 2 Farfa, 2 Fiendish Rhino, 2 Ghost Ogies, 1 Graph, 2 of our Boy Libic, 1 Maxi, 2 of the Orbital Hydrolander, triple Scarm, 2 Cloak, along with 1 Ragged Gloves, triple Boots, 1 Tour Guide, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Foolish, 2 Twin Twister. Why is he main decking Dark Hole and not Raigeki? 1 Pure Order, triple Falkblade, and 1 Solemn Warning. Dante is in the extra deck with Virgil Beatrice, triple Dante, 1 Dark Rebellion, Leviair, a Nightmare Shark, Quantum, 2 Breaksword, Borreload, Decode, Proxy Dragon, Kaiju Packeteer, 4, 1 Raigeki, 2 Anti-Spell, 2 Barrier, triple Evenly Matched, and 2 Mistake. I feel like this is just because he wants to trigger his own stuff, but I don't know. Alright, so the first thing, Orbital guy over here. So, this must be something for him by having 5 or more monsters in the graveyard, and no monsters in the graveyard with the same name. Once return quick effect, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, destroy 1 card on the field. And then you must have at least 2 monsters in the graveyard, and no monsters with the same name to activate and resolve this effect. So, keep in mind that if you mill a Snow, you're going to get additional support. I feel like that if you open this up and this isn't like the most optimal thing, you might be Brick City. That would explain why he's kind of limited the numbers of his picks. You know, 1 Snow to be able to control if you get to it. It's also not like you can't drop this off of Beatrice, which is actually not bad at all. And then this can control the graveyard. Basically, once you set up a high orbital dragon, being able to just toggle it on both players' turns, I don't see any real reason why you have any issue. And this deck has way more graveyard management. I retract my statement. This isn't bad in this deck. As long as you can control an appropriate do as you need to do while playing this, this can definitely reward you. I mean, I know a lot of people can be like, but 2 Farfa? You gotta remember, we have to manage for the other resources in our deck, which I'm sure we can do just fine. So, that's only the real major thing I want to point out. I mean, side deck's pretty standard, extra deck's pretty standard. I mean, we can still get into Dark Rebellion off of Breaksword, which is definitely not bad. So, what do you guys think about the ARG? Now, like I said, I know it was 80 people. Come on, guys. I was trying to profile these to give people some nice little pit stops along their road trip to next format, you know. Definitely not every day you get to see Burning Abyss come out of the depths of hell and be like, "Meow, I've returned! My name is Dante!" It's almost like Dante takes a new form every list. Alright, guys. Deuces. Stupid format. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.